What's going on, guys? Matt here with Legacy Ranch. Welcome back to another episode of Doing Stuff. So today I want to talk a little bit about transitions and some transition drills. First, word from our sponsors. We don't have any sponsors. So one drill that I really like to do, I haven't done it in a while, but this is called the box drill. So essentially you've got a 2-target array. I know you can see from your angle probably four targets over there. We're working on 2, the closest cardboard targets. Again, anytime you go to an action style shooting match, so like IPSC, USPSA, IDPA, any of the other clubs with the acronyms, you're not going to see a highlighted alpha zone, right? So these targets have alpha zones. It's the highlighted one in the chest. You've got a little brain box there, little credit card size. Outside of that's Charlie, and then outside of that's Delta. The reason why I've highlighted that for you is, and for me, is to train and to kind of see exactly the acceptable zone in which you want those hits to impact. Obviously, in a training and competitive scenario, you are looking at A zones, and there's a hit factor. We'll get into what hit factors are later, but from a defensive and tactical side of things, that is easily minute of man. And if you are engaging targets in the alpha zone, still under stress because you're under time, right? But if you're training to that standard, you should have no problem getting out of that situation. So at any rate, sorry, I'm just jamming mags here. So basically what this does is you've got 2 target arrays with 4 individual targets. So you've got 2 rounds on the left center A zone, 2 to the chest left, 2 to the chest right, 1 of the brain box right, 1 of the brain box left. I'll say that again. 2 to the chest left, 2 to the chest right, 1 to the brain right, and 1 to the brain left. You can do it left to right and then right to left. It's up to you, but that is the way that we train that. So don't get caught into a certain training pattern. If you do it from left to right first, don't always do that. Switch it up, go right to left. What this does is it teaches you to, you essentially have 4 targets on, like I think I said before, you have 4 targets within 2 separate targets. So this teaches you to really know when to speed it up, when to slow it down. Ideally, you want to have a similar cadence between shots, but we'll get into that later. But what you're doing is you want to focus on that ocular shooting. So it's exaggerated here. I'm on the left target, bang bang. I'm done with that. I moved my eyesight over, and now I'm bringing my gun to my eyesight. I'm looking up to the brain box. 1 round left, 1 round. So I'll do it super slow on this one just to demonstrate. I've got 9 rounds in here. So we're gonna time it simply for reference. I know that I'm not gonna be scoring any crazy times here. I'm not trying to do that. I want to show you the targets and what they look like. So now I've pasted up all the everything outside of the A zone. On these ones, we're just gonna make sure that we're maintaining that A zone integrity. So, Bugs, shooter, are you ready? All right, so we've got 2 alpha, 2 alpha, 1 alpha, 1 alpha. So let's go ahead and check those times. So first shot was 151. Let's see, first shot 151. I got a 4-2 split, an 8-0 split. So it was shot and then 4-2 on the second shot. 8-0 transitioning. That's a solid, I don't know, I'll get a count on that later, but that's a good distance between the 2 targets there. So 0.8, and the next shot was 4.9, and then the single brain, that was 0.8. So I definitely slowed it down, trying to get that good round on target. And then I moved over to the left and that was 103. So you could see, all right, so here's a couple things. I don't have a completely clear set of targets here, which maybe I should for this video, but one thing I do want to highlight, so if you look over at the right target brain box, it's on the very left edge. It's still very much in that alpha credit card box, but that it's on the very left edge. Why is it that it's on the left side? Well, one theory is, and this is what I think happened, was I know that I went ahead and prepped that trigger as I was aiming in on that target, and then I immediately wanted to come over here to my next target and engage that one for sake of time. So what happened is I was moving the gun as I was prepping that trigger, bang, it went off, and then I'm already into my transition. Now, so that split from let's see, the two right on the chest into that brain box, that was 0.8. That brain box to brain box, that was 103. So that was a whole second in between those shots. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Let's see what we got in here. I got plenty. So we'll go right to left on this one. Stand by. Ooh, Mateo. Not what you're supposed to do. That was a failure drill. All right, so failure drill, that was 2 alpha chest, 1 Charlie brain. So that was, the first shot was 147. Let's see, second shot was 3.6, and the third shot was 6.4. So not terrible on the brain. That was quicker than the last time. Let's go ahead and do that again, but make sure we're doing a box drill. All right, so I had a mental malfunction on that one. I don't know what was going on. I had Taco Bell for lunch, so everything's a little sluggish today. Yeah, look at that. Not too shabby, Mateo. Okay, so all right, so box drill, right to left, right to left. All right, so all right, so first shot 122. Not my best time, but we're moving a little faster. So overall 360. First shot 122. Second was 2.8. Third, so the first shot was 122 on the right target. Second shot on the right target was 2.8 split. That transition between the right target and the left target, that first shot was 4.7. Second shot was 2.9. Up to 4.9. And then over to 8.5. So clean run. Oof. Nope, that's a Charlie. Man, that's a Charlie. Pretty close. So let's diagnose some things that might be happening here. So on that one, it was 2 to the chest, and then I'm going directly up from there. As you can see, windage, I'm pretty much right in line, right? So what's happening is what's most likely to be happening in that time is I'm prepping that trigger as I'm coming up, and I let that one go just a little bit early, knowing that I'm pretty much right on, and then I'm going over here to the right. Let's see what the right brain box did. Ooh, sad Charlie, so close, look good. All right, so, oh, I want to do this. Okay, so this one was a little low there. Perfect windage came over, and so this was actually on that drill. This was it. So I came in, I'm prepping that trigger. It was right as soon as I was on, let her rip, and that's where she was. So you can see here, this is an older target, but no new Charlies or Deltas. Same over here. The group looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't know what that last drill was in particular. So that was, what did I say, 360? Maybe we can speed it up. Let's see what adding a little bit of time looks like. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's see what adding a little bit of time looks like. So a little, got 2 rounds in that one, topped off here. All right, shooter. Let's do left to right. I feel like I'm having trouble with that. So left to right, 360, time to beat. Shooter, are you ready? All right, 326, clean. Oh man, missed the brain. It was a little low. So okay, so same thing, same exact thing happened as the last time. I went left to right to up. So now as I'm coming up, I pulled that trigger just a little bit too quick, a little too quick on that one. Let's go ahead and go right to left. So I did speed it up. I dropped 1 Charlie on that one. Let's see if we can get this sub 320, right to left. Shooter, are you ready? Okay, so okay, so 3 even, 3 seconds even. I dropped a Charlie. What did I say? Left to right. I was having more trouble. That is absolutely what happened. So okay, this is perfect. Let's diagnose what happened. I shaved off an entire 1/4 second on that run. My first shot was 111, which isn't my fastest, but that's moving. So 2 shots left target, boom, 2 alphas right off the rip. Go immediately to the right target. So that was my first shot. So there was a 2-2 split on the second one. 4-0 split on the third shot. 2-2 on the right one. I don't know which one happened first. Maybe we can go back and review the footage. But I had 2 shots left of alpha on the right target. What that's usually indicative of is, again, I'm prepping that trigger. As I'm driving this gun over here, and I'm assuming that I'm conducting the correct fundamentals. Ocular shooting comes over here, prepping that trigger, bang bang. It was 2 instant. Well, I would venture to guess that first shot was low for me, and then the second shot was the higher one. Same thing coming up. Oh, that's an alpha, so that was an old Charlie on that one. Came over here and threw a Charlie on that one. So as you can see, I sped it up by a whole 1/4 second, which in this world, that's a decent percentage. But I did drop a lot of points if we are looking for hit factor. So if you want to ease into the box drill, we can go ahead and stop with the box drill there. If you want to ease into the box drill, all right. So if you want to ease into the box drill, you could do the failure drill, which is basically just one of these, right? So 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Just one time. I don't know why I repeated that, but if you're going for, to try and break some kind of records or set standards, or just get used to the drill in general, if you've never shot it or you're prepping to, you've got a course coming up, whatever the case may be. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Let's go ahead and get these Charlies out of here like it never happened. Like it never happened. So go ahead and just get this out of here since we got the tape out. So you guys come to Legacy Ranch, it's a good time. We like to shoot, train. For me, I just want to just get better at something that I really love and enjoy doing. But if you guys have any tips, any videos you want me to try and recreate or produce or talk about, I'm more than happy to do so. I'm not a grandmaster, I don't claim to be, but if you want me to talk about some marksmanship and tactics, you boys got you. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't shoot the camera here. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Oof, I saw that first Charlie go. I don't know why I let it grip, but I did. All right, so if you want to ease into the box drill, you could do the failure drill, which is basically just one of these, right? So 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Just one time. I don't know why I repeated that, but if you're going for, to try and break some kind of records or set standards, or just get used to the drill in general, if you've never shot it or you're prepping to, you've got a course coming up, or whatever the case may be. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Let's go ahead and get these Charlies out of here like it never happened. Like it never happened. So, go ahead and just get this out of here since we got the tape out. So, you guys come to Legacy Ranch, it's a good time. We like to shoot, train. For me, I just want to just get better at something that I really love and enjoy doing. But if you guys have any tips, any videos you want me to try and recreate or produce or talk about, I'm more than happy to do so. I'm not a grandmaster, I don't claim to be, but if you want me to talk about some marksmanship and tactics, you boys got you. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't shoot the camera here. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Oof, I saw that first Charlie go. I don't know why I let it grip, but I did. All right, yeah, so I don't know why I let that Charlie go, but I sure did. And I saw it and I was like, don't do it, Matt. Pop. Anyway, so overall time on that was 2:17. First shot 1:24. Second shot 2:9. Third shot 6:4 split. So let's go ahead and do that again. Let's make sure we do a clean run here. So all right, shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Ooh, that one. That was dog manure. You know what? So 2:17, first shot 1:27, 3:258. So times are getting better. Let's do that again. This is fucking stupid. Nice. All right, so that one was like a weird. That was not part of the drill, but it became part of the drill. So first shot 1:24, second 2:5, so it was a 2:5 split, and then a 4:11 split for the third shot. I had no idea that was going to was going to be out of rounds there. Yep. So anyway, time overall was 5.60 with a surprise reload. So that's something fun, as always, the surprise reloads. You never know. Life's like a box of chocolates, right? You go ahead and top off. All right, so today we talked a little bit about the box drill. I hope you guys got something out of it. We were able to identify a couple issues that arise when doing transitions, right? The goal is to shoot with your eyes first. If you're trying to go for time, or as you increase your time, you're gonna have less and less of proper sight alignment, sight picture, but you also have to know what's acceptable both in the competition world, training world, and defensive tactic world. So touched on those a little bit. Also some things that you'll see, like, okay, well, I'm blazing it down for time, trying to shave off a good percentage from one drill to the next. Excuse me, a big percentage of time from one drill to the next, and then you can see where some of those deficiencies open up, or how that stress of time and moving quick can influence that shot placement, and how that shot placement is influenced. So, you know, in this instance, I'm going from, you know, one target to the next. Why was it that when I got faster, the rounds started impacting to the, you know, to the inside of that track of movement, right? And so we talked about that. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. I'm gonna keep shooting, but come shoot at the range. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.